Welcome back to Shadow Generations, and straight to the boss fight. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ah!
Probably peak boss here, at the very least in terms of music.
I was about to say, this is my least favorite boss in the game.
Really? I liked it.
Took me.
I like what it
Wow.
represents, but in execution it needs adjustment.
Yeah.
I don't like the surf.
I didn't mind it, to be honest.
It took me an hour to S-rank this.
An hour.
Jesus Christ.
He was streaming to
Foolish.
us in Discord. He was with it.
There is some things they ask you to do, Ben. I was not strong enough to do it consistently.
That's fair enough.
You are not the ultimate life form, Noel.
That hour
you
was
know-
basically me trying to get the perfect first phase, and then the rest was easy.
So, am I the only one that's kind of surprised they didn't just do what they did with actual Sonic Heroes and just get Ryan Drummond to do the voice of Metal Sonic and just have like a robot filter over it?
If we're gonna go that far, I'm just gonna ask, why isn't this the same voice as Sonic? Period. You know, like they do in Japan. Still.
Like that's what I mean. Like, like I thought that's what they were going to do with like with having Roger Craig Smith do the voice, but no, it's not him. It's it's Ray Chase, isn't it?
Instead, Roger's fucking double billing as, or triple billing, sorry, as Omega and Commander Tower.
Yeah. But I think he's I think this is Ray Chase.
Yeah.
Yes. So, fucking,
I mean, I do enjoy the voice.
again, so high beta fucking heroes and Final Fortress stuff. It's like fleets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a nod no one would have expected. Let's be real.
Originally, Final Fortress was gonna be a sea level, not an air level.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
someone explains why all the fucking spaces in Final Fortress Egg Fleet looks like fucking Fisty Doer.
Or
so
it could just be Eggman being eccentric again, like, you know, what's with all the amusement parks.
Musical.
So,
Still, it does
No,
make
I
more
only
sense.
just noticed now. Like Metal Overlord has only one claw hand.
You just noticed that detail?
I'm not paying attention to his hands, but because he's big fuck off wings.
Have
Paying
you
attention
played
to his
Sonic
massive
Heroes?
crotch.
I played Sonic Heroes, but not like fucking in years.
also,
It wasn't until
high
recently.
giant squids in the Great Sea Moon Maker.
Yeah, why
just
is
waiting
this
for
boss
the-
very Zelda? Because we have a bit of Ganonball there. We got the damn Great Sea.
I'm waiting for him to go get away. Because like if there's one thing I remember about the Metal Overlord fight before he did the supersonic stuff, it's the get away.
I will say, we went over it, but I like how he can ignore chaos control.
Yeah.
Or do chaos control.
You just
himself.
Which is
makes
It's
sense.
canon.
It makes sense.
It is accurate to the game
He is the
lore.
one character who says "fuck off" to that. Because he's,
Well,
he's
next to Black
Damn
Doom,
it.
canonically, just not in gameplay.
yeah, because he's copied like Shadow, Sonic, like two people who are known to use chaos
A couple
control.
of chows.
Couple of chows, yeah. So he is a full proof chaos engine. He is, so he knows how motion work. He does.
Yeah, and I might have just combined the regular fight and hard mode in my brain.
you probably did, yeah.
Like caramba.
Is this? I do find it interesting as well. Is like similar to how Sonic beat perfect chaos without his
No, you didn't
super.
get an S rank either.
Shadow,
I know. Not acceptable.
like Shadow beats.
No.
No. Like Shadow.
Jesus Christ.
I said this is an all S rank playthrough.
I'd say it's because you got. I say it's because you got flustered at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's towards the end where I just messed up too many times, and I just took too
Yeah,
long.
it's like it's a funny thing. It has Shadow like before. It took Supersonic and two Super Bubbles of Tails and Knuckles to beat Metal Overlord. In this case, Shadow just beats him on his own pretty much.
Yeah,
Which is kind of my thing about
then,
it. Is, again, he's more powerful.
It's called character development.
Yeah,
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 I guess
keep
this
him-
is the equivalent of Perfect Chaos.
Yeah, the brother for
Yeah, I was just about to say. So
Oh
I can
god,
see everything.
that damn black moon is turning more and more into an evil alien potato.
Yeah, it's called Black Moon, right?
I think so, or
I
something.
think that's what Omega called it.
Or Doom Moon or some shit.
Black moon, doom moon. Regardless, it's an alien moon thingy.
Yeah.
It's a really accurate Doom Moon.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, it's just turning more and more into an evil space potato.
Yeah.
Are you in pain?
It's funny looking at this cutscene, and then you just see like
Sunset Heights
Sunset.
Heights in the background.
It is the power of Black Doom. I made a Faustian deal with that monster.
Fau- That's like
Now it seems
A devil's
It's like,
steel.
I pay for my sins.
right. Then again, like this is the same series that has actual Mephistopheles in it.
Who?
Never mind.
Maria's illness could be treated on Earth. I could better manage her condition on the Ark. Even if her
Because
family did
gravity or some shits?
Because
Like,
sterile
it-
lab. Because it's a sterile lab.
develop
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
That-
Hi, Biolizard.
to find a cure for Maria.
Hi, lizard. Bye, lizard.
Bye, Maria's
You know,
pet
it
lizard.
is so odd comparing this execution of General Robotnik to previous ones.
Mm.
Through his DNA,
Keep in mind, like this is
Even
Gerald.
if we're sticking to just Mike Pollock, it's night and day.
Yeah.
so these
Because with Gerald, we have 2 points. We have before the raid in the Ark and just after it as well.
Yeah, I'd say
With the
I'd
2 arcs
say,
you do.
I'd say between the isolation of it and just what happened, he like his mind fucking snapped.
Yeah, we have one who wants to fucking end everyone, and a guy who's like want to save his granddaughter and possibly do a cure to everything and stuff.
Ultimate life form, Professor. Black Doom is a fool. I'll take this power and use it as my own.
You know, you shouldn't say that because that's only leading you up for failure.
And generic villain talk.
Why the
Hey,
fuck?
Shadow, I think you should point at yourself after saying that.
Why the fuck is that thing half across half the fucking map?
Because it's telling you it's interesting.
Did you
Why
do?
you-
Why telling you that was it again?
Wow.
Because you just got a Doomskier.
But you already got one though. This is like his third one, right?
Yeah, and they gotta remind you every time you get a Doomskier that you gotta use your Doomskier. Get your Doom power so you can Doom up.
So you can do more.
Doom
So you can
up.
do all
It's
over the
doom
place.
in time.
Christ.
And then Shadow doomed all over the place.
Oh, 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 oh.
Just wait until when you unlock
Gerald,
the spear.
don't laugh about chaos control, Gerald, especially with what you drop later on.
You somehow, yeah. I guess you think about, yeah, again, that's the second thing, yes. He taught the Biolizard to Chaos Controller.
Is that what chaos control is?
Oh, yeah, taught him. Or infused the Chaos Controller inside the Biolizard?
Something tells me you didn't teach him. He just
No,
gave him the ability.
the power of chaos control. It's not something like. It's basically like.
Oh.
The way I look at it, it's more like
fucking
how
Rudy's been active.
Pokemon can use moves on its own without
Oh.
needing.
Okay, so
Like
it
a
looks
trainer's
like
guide.
now Sonic has just beaten Rooftop Run. Like rather than Stage for a moment. I played Speed Highway and I was level before. Why Space Gadgets?
You
See escape.
City
You
is
mean-
City
yeah,
Escape. Sorry,
City Escape.
not Rooftop Run. There.
run.
Fake ass Sonic fan.
Like I don't like Adventure 2, and even I know my fucking levels.
I'm
Oh, we
Whoops.
didn't want this.
I'm like Sonic
I'm
buffing
busy
right now. I am.
This.
I just again
Hold on, let me
I
just get this.
I went through a fucking Team Sonic I did Heroes today. I'm a bit rough myself. Like what level again? Just fucking rail grinding. Forgot how much Sonic Heroes loved it, rail grinding in the second half of the game.
That was mainly
Careful not
real.
to go flying to your doom in Sonic Heroes.
No, Rail Canyon
You know,
has a
so-
lot. Relative has a lot. Frog Force has a fuck ton of does in it.
And now for the power that split people.
And like, but I think both Frog Forest and Fire Fortress.
There's a debate on this power?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Doom up!
yeah. Both Frog Forest and Fire Fortress are like everything rogue ground they are for some reason.
So the thing about Doom Morph is, like, it's not entirely explained what you're supposed to do with it.
I don't think the game does a very
No,
yeah, it doesn't do a good job at all
The
explaining how
only
I'm supposed to
time
use
the
it.
game will try to explain how Doom Morph works to you is if you look at the like little mini tutorials, but there's no like explanation on how the controls
no.
work exactly, and that's the problem. I feel like if there's
Yeah.
like a little, if there is one line of text about if when you're swinging, let go of the button to pull yourself,
Favorite highway.
towards
you
the
have to
grapple
be-
point. That
Yeah,
would
you
be
have to be directly under the grapple points to get the height you need. It's not like
How many
a
times, man?
It was just a few.
it's not like a traditional like swinging like thing where the higher your swing is,
Was
the
that a
better the better the apex.
Go get the screw later.
You know I'm gonna get it.
No.
But yeah, I like the Doom Morph after I figured out how to use it, but I did have to figure out how to use it on my own, more
Yeah.
or less.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like once you figure out how to use it, it can be fun to use.
I admit,
Yeah,
I
but
try
again-
to avoid using it. I don't like
tr-
using it.
The trick is learn how to use it, and unfortunately, the game doesn't do a good job of teaching you how to use it. Love how you're desperate to not even use it now.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah, again, I avoid it. I don't like using it.
You're a kid now. You're a squid now.
Yeah, everyone else just keeps calling it the Splatoon power up, don't they?
It's basically a kraken.
Yeah. And fucking, of all fucking stages to do here.
Yeah,
Well,
again,
it's
I
a-
was really surprised
it's
to see
a
that they were doing
weird
a
fucking
entire
choice.
new stage for
They
Shadow
wanted-
Generations, but you know, it's really
In
Again-
my understanding, some people from Sonic Team or Sega wanted stages from the latest Sonic games.
Which is fair.
That's
Like-
the only reason why this level in Sunset Heights is in the game.
Because it makes so much sense for Shadow does, though.
Yeah, and like so.
This has
like,
no
again,
reason
like,
to be here.
Well,
there-
again, the logic is if it's from the future, maybe that means at some point Shadow does end up
Shadow
going
will
here.
appear. It will appear here for some reason, and again,
Yeah,
they
no,
score- there is a
I'm not gonna buy that argument. I'm just gonna be the cynical asshole and say this is just Sega saving money and just using assets they already have.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
David, I
you know, the
agree.
generation-
that's why it
treatment.
is.
Yeah.
That is the reason why
You know,
they do that at the
Generations
end of the
wait a
day.
minute.
Yeah.
Using the
But-
Generations treatment of a future game onto a remake of Generate. Oh, my head hurts.
But
But
again,
with
like
that
it's one of
said,
those,
in universe, you can at least add some logic to it.
there is like it's like they made an excuse that fits the logic of it. Now
I
again,
think I
like,
think what sucks about this, David, is the fact that we have to accept the fact that in some form of way, the events of Sonic Forces is still canon, whether we like it or
I mean,
not.
well, unfortunately, if you played Sonic Frontiers, the events of Forces are brought up to the
I know.
forefront.
And the comics, which would start with the battle of the fucking of forces.
So, like, again, like,
we're all going to read.
Since Forces is canon and the comics draws from canon, does that mean the games will eventually give us give us Light Man?
Well,
And possibly maybe
You see-
Zombot maybe as well.
well, here's the
I prefer Light Man because that's funnier.
Here's the thing right now. Like, I know it's not a full-on like official Sonic game, but the Sonic Speech Simulator, like for Roblox, now has Tangle available to
Yeah.
play as.
Which wouldn't
So,
be her
I-
first game she's a part
Yeah,
of.
like, it's not her first
Like,
game she was in.
Speedbow, I think her
It-
first one was.
Yeah, but this like this, as far as I'm aware, the Speed Simulator game for Roblox is basically like a frontier styled open world game.
Yeah.
So technically, you can say it is her first proper 3D game debut, even though it's not a proper Sonic game. But if that means anything to me, it means they're open to have the comic characters appear in games.
I mean,
And not to
I
mention,
mean,
They-
Sega has more control and ownership over the IDW stuff.
Well,
than
they own them
ever
all,
did
they
the
do.
RPG.
They own them on all they do, so
Yeah.
if they use whenever they
and
want.
also Frontiers mentions
like-
Tangle by name, so it's
The
clear that they
Frontiers
do.
references a lot of fucking characters. It does. Like,
Well,
again,
yeah, but like
bloody
Sticks.
it's like Sticks. You're like, huh?
Hopefully, Six can
Yeah, like-
show up again.
Sticks, I always took like is a case of like she's a thing now ever since Boom, because like the Sonic and Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, Sticks was a playable character in that, but they were using the regular Sonic models in that. Now I know that's not really a full on like good reason to think that, but at the same time, I always think like Styx is a character that's in it. We just haven't seen her recently.
Because I know, like,
Nice, that's right.
yeah, I know, like, a Trip from Superstars as like a main reappearance she has, in a
Yeah,
comic, like her and a people and
she's a
stuff.
comic run right now with Knuckles.
Yeah, so during like a classic era and style of it, so technically speaking, she's now about she is properly and stuff.
Yeah. I will say this: it's nice to have a Chaos Island where its 2D sections aren't bullshit. Also,
Not bullshit. Woo!
no, that was just Ben. That was just Ben.
Ben, what happened there?
IGN took over him for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I did a dumb. Is it not obvious?
Again, IGN took him
What are
over
you
for a second and fell down an obvious pitch.
IGN's a devil now?
I mean, close enough.
I mean, considering how like weird their review scores can be, like maybe.
Okay, I'm going to the nearest priest to grab a bottle of holy water and then splash on every IGN reviewer.
Especially
You know,
the one,
you say
especially
that-
on the one who said too much water as well.
There's too much war and uploaded that Sonic Unleashed video. Yes, it's over 10 years ago. No, I will not stop making fun of it.
What was on this video? Was
It was their review for Sonic Unleashed, and it's infamous for the person not understanding the controls completely and deliberately walking off the fucking edge of the stage. It was a case of them just so badly playing it that there is no excuse.
So it looks like someone's Popsy playing Battlesome shits.
Yeah. Like, even people who didn't like Unleashed are like, the fuck are you doing?
I just realized something. This what reminds you of this area here.
Uh,
Boom.
Ugh.
Like
I'm surprised you remember something from Boom.
it's the beginning bits. You get everyone's in the 2D section trying to do their powers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds you. This area reminds you of that, and I've noticed. Because it's the background primarily.
Again, I'm surprised
Hi,
you remember
fucking rooftop
anything
run
from Boom.
thingy.
Rooftop, huh?
I think of the bloody was it
The
based?
spike balls.
Yeah. I was thinking of the one of the platforms like that. I'm thinking of I remember Unleashed thing maybe.
There's a lot of games that use gimmicks like that.
Yeah.
And not all of them Sonic.
Oh,
Well, what happened
What?
there?
something happens.
I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
But more
Hi,
importantly, I
look.
got the collection.
Hi, symbol again.
Yeah, it's the symbol everybody was
Colours and
theorized
colours
for
uses something like
ages
that, they do.
about.
I'm thinking of.
Like, remember when we tried to like decode? Remember when we all tried to decode it to figure out what the fuck it was, and it turned out, oh, there's no
It's a
there is a
symbol.
code to it.
It's a symbol.
That's a symbol.
I don't remember doing
Years of the Legend of
I
Zelda
don't
have
either.
conditioned people to try and do that.
Yeah.
I can see why people would have done that, but I don't remember hearing about any of this.
Nope.
Anyway, Chaos
No,
Island
I-
restored.
me-
No need to thank me.
I tried to do something with it. It
Good
didn't
job,
work.
Ben.
Oh, inside there's like, what's the symbol mean?
You even got all the collectibles.
Oh, this cutscene.
I wish
You
this was
needed to tie
playable.
it in.
Yeah.
I wish it was playable as well, but then you'd have to come up with an excuse to why Shadow got his arse kicked.
Post. post boss fight.
Just play the boss fight straight. Have Shadow win, but then have Sonic pull something out of his ass and win and actually win. You know, kind of like how Shovel Knight Plague Knight does.
I do find it funny here is Shadow goes from Chaos Island right in front of City Escape. Like, huh?
I mean, he was probably just pushed out of a portal.
It's still the
Yeah,
same.
these portals just show up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
It's still the same white space. Actually, wait, no, isn't Black Doom's kind of another part of the sub-dimension of white space?
It's white space.
It's still white space. It's just he has
Domain.
control over the area he's in. I have to say though, like this cutscene is really fucking good. Like
Yeah.
oh, it's one of the best cutscenes in the game.
I love.
What do you think would happen if they completely re-rendered all the cutscenes in Generations? They probably look better.
I love Sonic's model in here. Seriously,
I think it's supposed to be the Frontiers one. Supposed to be they're using as a base.
More than
It
likely,
is.
yeah.
It is
There's a
a
lot more
new
higher-
cutscene, new model.
There's a lot more higher.
Everything else is up-resed.
Yeah, because the Frontiers one is a lot more I guess more high detail than it is.
Nice hustle, but I won this one. So I'm taking the emerald. See ya.
By the way, what was that black stuff coming off you?
I'm shedding.
It's like, did I knock? It's like, am I knocking the black off you?
What do I see? Sonic defeated you. What happened?
Beat him on equal terms or not at all.
A fine time for you to be honest.
So, do you think that the fake Chaos Emerald is going to become a more reoccurring thing in the future?
Could be.
It would be funny.
Maybe I wouldn't. I can't imagine it.
I
being
never
like,
thought they'd
I'm
bring
going
it
to
back.
commission you for 6
did
more
I.
fake emeralds for my fake super form. False Super Saiyan.
Yeah, but you folks was saying, yeah.
No, we don't need Dark Shadow.
Or bloody, or like
Come on,
half
do
the
a Sonic
shit.
X plot.
That were like in the comics with
Give
like all
us
the, all
the
the, all the
Netherrack with
emeralds
all
and
the
stuff.
fake Chaos Emeralds.
Well, you wouldn't just adapt. They could adapt it at some point. They could the Mandark stuff.
Yeah,
No.
how many people are going to bitch about it?
Well, we know it happened
No,
because
I want it
Cosmos,
to happen.
because Cosmos thing exists in Tales if it does.